Good morning, everybody. It's Tom. Happy Tuesday. Want to thank you all for the work you're doing throughout the state to help families in need, to help children who are at risk, and to move families from a state of dependency to a state of self-sufficiency. Today I want to highlight a few things that are really going well. As many of you know, on the OFI side, we rolled out Gateway about a year ago. That system is working pretty well. There are some glitches in our programming. There are still some things to work with, especially on the age, blind, and disabled eligibility side. But generally our timeliness is good and the accuracy is good, and I appreciate your work. One of the things that, having come from child welfare, not knowing as much about OFI, I've been really excited to learn about our SnapWorks program. As you know, we have the opportunity to help people when they're in need, but also to move them to a state of self-sufficiency. So we rolled out in 2016 a small pilot program that is now in 93 of our counties, and then in 2019, at the beginning of this coming year, will be in all of our counties, in which we help able-bodied adults who do not have dependents to enroll in a work training program and to find work. One of the interesting things we're doing in conjunction with Goodwill of North Georgia is helping folks get into these training programs so that they can rise above the level of menial work and find real skilled work. So apparently the latest numbers are that the folks who enroll in those programs, if they complete the program, 93% of them are finding good work opportunities. We have reduced their dependence on SNAP by 71% in that particular group of folks. And we're also helping folks find non-traditional work. So one of the programs I'm excited about is, I think it's called Body Shop. We are helping women who, of course, traditionally have not been in the mechanical and heavy skilled labor field to learn how to do mechanical work on cars, to learn how to do welding. And that's the kind of innovation that really makes Georgia a leader nationally in helping these families. Please remember that our role is we don't want anybody to have the idea that by helping people find work, we're trying to somehow kick them off the rolls of our food stamp and other benefits recipients. Remember that there are exceptions that we can always use to help people who are doing their best, who haven't found that job yet, who don't have the skills yet. We need to make sure that we're helping them to remain protected and helped while they make that transition to self-sufficiency. Another great thing I'm excited about, it actually affects both child welfare and OFI, of course, is our State of Hope. As many of you have already heard, we had about 47 sites recently selected as State of Hope sites, and 11 other sites selected from around the state as emerging sites. All of these sites will receive different levels of technical assistance and funding. Some of the examples these are things that have come from the community, where people want to help you at DFACS in the local county do your job better. So, for example, in the Athens area, Oconee County, they're going to expand their program to help children who may only be able to eat at school during the week, to eat on the weekends by expanding their weekend meal program. Up in Northwest Georgia, there's the Care Portal, and there's some other work that's going on. This Care Portal will be expanded through the work up there, through the State of Hope, so that more people who want to help our children in need, our foster children, can find out how to connect. And down in Brunswick, for example, they're taking an old school building in one of the more poorer neighborhoods and turning it into a resource center and making sure that that resource center is connected to public transit. So people who have a need can get on the bus, come to the center, get all of the resources they need, and then catch the bus back home. These are great things that are going on. And they're going on, and you're doing this work despite the fact that we often have, this last week I've heard of a burglary in one county, we had a fire in one of our county offices, we had a couple of our workers that once again verbally assaulted by disgruntled individuals. And despite all of this outside noise, despite all of these issues that come up, you continue to work for the good of the people of Georgia. I'm about to go to a meeting in a few minutes to talk about our employee assistance program, to talk about our wellness programs, because we have an obligation at the state level to serve you by making your jobs easier, by making sure that you are comforted and cared for when you run into problems, and by making sure that you continue to be healthy and do not burn out while trying to do good for other people. Thank you so much for the work you do again, and we'll see you next week. And in the interim, I'll be thinking about you, and please let me know how I can help you in any way. Remember, Talk with Tom is the way to get me directly, and I promise I'll respond. Thank you.